that just goes to show you, our job and what we do, how it affects the student athlete. Because if it wasn't for her being that mentor for me, I don't think I would have been able to see what it's like to be a Black woman in the sports field. She kind of gave me that motivation to move forward. And, she pushed me as a player. She pushed me in the classroom. She made sure academics was first for everyone. And, you can't be successful on the field if you're not successful in the classroom. And that created a structure, and that was the structure at the time that I needed, which pushed me to go further. And, she just was awesome. And I love her. And now being on the other side of it and still having her as my mentor makes it just an even better walk in this journey, because, you need somebody who's going to walk this journey with you. And so being able to experience her on both sides is just amazing.
All right. Well, this is your first official season as head coach.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about, I know you've been in practice, you've been working with your ladies. Tell us a little bit about what your expectations are for this season.
Expectations. I have high standards for them. I think I have inherited a good group, a great group. And first and foremost, I want them to understand the player experience. I want them to understand that, it's about them. And then after that, once we get past that, I want to also build a new structure and kind of get them bought into the program. And when I say getting bought into the program, I mean, and my style of coaching and what I expect. I know something is new and I'm not what they're accustomed to, but the standard as BC does not change. And so I think they're doing a great job in adapting to that. And I just want to keep it there. I don't want them to change because the position has changed. I want them to continue to be the great athletes that they are.
All right. So talk to us a little bit about some of the players that we should be looking out for in the program this year.
We have I'm losing some, but I would really keep an eye out on Miss Deontay Lewis, known as T. She is my 5th year, but she's coming back with a vengeance. I've heard stories from her about, oh, coach, I could taste it. I'm so close to it. And every day at practice, she's working harder and harder and harder for it. Like she can feel it. And, that's what it takes to be a champion. Hard work in practice, in the classroom, come in for extra time and on your own time and stuff like that. And also Miss Taylor McNeil, she's doing the exact same thing. And she's like, hey, coach, I heard you got the most stolen bases back in your day. Like it was a long time ago, but she says, I'm coming for you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but COVID got you that year. She almost got it,
Okay.
But, she's coming and she's just like Miss Lewis, they're coming back with a vengeance. I have a freshman, she's gun-ho. Her name is Taylor Chambliss. And she's coming with a vengeance too. And I think that's what it takes. And that's what builds the structure, the hard work of not coming just from me, but from them. And I think those 3 right there. And even, Deasia Wooden, she always says I say it wrong, but it's Deasia Woodton. I always want to say Wooden, but it's Woodton. She's coming back with a vengeance too. Coming real strong. And it's not just them 4, it's everybody, the whole team, because from what I've heard, they were so close and they're willing to work on what they made a mistake in last year and come in guns blazing. And, I think they're ready.
All right, folks, there you have it. So coach, we're going to give you the last word. What do you have to say to the Benedict faithful and the fan base out there? How can they support you guys and all that good stuff?
I mean, hey, all I can say is for the fan base, so far, so good. Thank you guys for supporting us. Continue to support us. Our schedule is up online. Please attend to all the home games. Look out for all the event nights that we do on game days. We do have a Disney night coming up, a mental health awareness night coming up. And I would love for everyone to come out and support those 2 events. And yeah, let's get the ball rolling.
All right, folks, there you go. Once again, Coach Brianna Billy of the Lady Tigers of Benedict College. Coach, thanks for the time. We look forward to following you and broadcasting your games this season, so we will be seeing you soon.
Thank you.
All right, you guys stay tuned. We'll be back with more interviews right after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the BCSN's Virtual Media Day for Softball Division II. Right now, we have the pleasure of talking with the newly minted official head coach of the Edward Waters Tigers softball team, Coach Billy Rogers. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, sir. Thanks for having me. That sounds pretty good.
It does. I'm sure it does. So congratulations on that, first off. Coach, let's jump right into it. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit about yourself and your history in coaching?
Well, I've been coaching like all of us. I've been coaching about 25 years or so, but most of it was part-time and at the high school level. I worked for Walmart for 33 years and retired. And so wherever they had me living, I would walk into a high school and say, hey, if you need a volunteer coach that will work for free, I'm your guy. And it's funny that a lot of people took me up on that. And so then I had the opportunity with Coach Daly 3 years ago to come to Edward Waters University and as his assistant. And man, I tell you, it has been a joy being here. I love the culture that we have here. Our kids are amazing. And I'm so grateful that Coach Daly saw something in me that, he felt like that he could trust and he could use. And we've had a good few years, and he had to move on, and they entrusted me with the program. I'm excited to take it over and see where we go.
All right. So you said you've been with the EWU program for the last 3 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the last season, what you guys got into, how things went for you, and then let's jump into what your expectations are this year.
Well, yeah, last year was very special. We had a record-breaking year in most of our categories, wins, and we're in the conversion from the NAIA to Division II. We're in the crossover period. We're in our year 2 of the 3-year, crossover. So we played well. We added some numbers. Coach Daly had been able to keep the numbers at around 12, 13, 14 kids for a couple of years. Was tough, with depth, but we were able to add a few last year. It helped out with the numbers. And then, our kids just buy in, they work their tails off, and, and the productivity keeps going up and up and up. And so, last year was just a great year, not knowing that I was going to have to transition this year into a different role. But that happened kind of quickly. But once we kind of got our arms wrapped around that and kind of figured out where we needed to go, where we needed to improve, we did that. We hit the recruiting trail real hard in the summer and fall. Extremely excited about our 23 class coming in. And then we just worked hard. These girls worked really hard in the off season. And so we've got high expectations this year. It's not going to be easy, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
So yeah, let's talk a little bit. I was perusing the internet and happened across the EWU athletics page and saw something that looked like somebody was getting some rings. Did something happen with some rings last night?
Last night. We did. We got the national championship last year in the HBCU, and our administration ordered some beautiful rings, and they did a big presentation last night at halftime of the boys basketball game, and I presented all the girls and the coaching staff with their rings. And so it was quite a night, and, a lot of excitement. One thing I like about our girls is they just, they're so unassuming and grateful for everything that they have. They don't expect anybody to give them anything. They know they got to work. And, so when they get stuff and I see those looks in their eyes, it does me a lot of good as well.
All right. All right, Coach. Well, what is it that we can? What are the fans looking forward to this year? Are there any particular players that you think folks want to keep an eye out for?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to play a very upbeat, very fast-paced, exciting game. One thing that everybody loves about our sport is the fact that it's fast and it's fun, exciting, and we want to make sure that we're kind of doing that even on an accelerated level. And so we've got some girls that have been with the program, when it was in its infancy, basically, when it was growing. We've got Jasmine and Caitlin, they're twins. They're seniors, and one plays shortstop, one plays center field. They're just kind of the epitome of our program. They're powerful, they're strong, fast, and just such great leadership. And then at third base, we've got Jade Minchin. If she's not on some All-American cards this year, I don't know who could possibly be. She's a great student athlete and a phenomenal third baseman in our sport. And then our captain of our team is Tiara Peters, and she's going to hit a bunch of home runs this year. And she's kind of my sergeant. Usually the last to know if there's any issues because she takes care of everything and on the player side of things. But those four girls right there are special players.
All right. Well, Coach, we're going to give you here the last word. Tell the EWU fans how they can support you, what you guys are looking for, but, just kind of get them riled up there for us.
Well, I tell you, we've got great fans. We probably had at our opening games on Saturday, we had over 150 people show up to watch us play. And I thought that was a phenomenal crowd. Sometimes with everybody spread out all over the country, it's hard to get a big group like that, but they come out, they support our community, supports our program. Our administration is incredible. They support our program like none other. But I can tell you, if you want to come watch some good ball, you want to watch some kids that love doing what they do, and kids that do the right thing when nobody's looking, and you want to see some fast, powerful softball, then you probably gonna want to come watch us play at some point in time this year, because that's what you see when you come watch us play.
All right, Coach. Now, and for the folks who are in the Jacksonville area that may be listening, where exactly do you all play at?
Okay, we play at Sam Nips Memorial Park, which is 2 miles west of our college on Kings Road, off of Rich Road. But yeah, right down the street.
All right, folks, there you have it. Coach Billy Rogers of the Lady Tigers of Edward Waters University. And listen, we know you got some great folks over there, as we like to call him Dr. Faison. We call him Super Fan.
Oh, man, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely getting it going. And your new athletic director, Dr. Ivana Rich, are looking for some more continued great success from you guys. So, Coach, again, thank you for your time. And, folks, we'll be back with more interviews right after this. Hello and welcome to the BCSN's D2 Softball Virtual Media Day. And as we get ready to get started with our programs, we're starting off with Coach Jason Bryant of the Albany State Golden Rams. And this is going to be an interesting with his history of getting to where he is today. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
All right, well, all right, great. So let's do this. Let's start off a little bit about your coaching history. We know you start off at Bruton Parker.
Yep.
After I believe it was about 13 years at Bruton Parker, you ended up at a place that most Golden Ram fans aren't going to really want to mention, but you were over at Fort Valley for a few years, and you made your way here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your journey?
Well, I left high school. I coached baseball in high school, and then went to Bruton Parker College. I was actually there the first 3 years coaching basketball, second assistant, and running the JV team. And then the softball program came open, and the athletic director asked me would I take it, because I had I had a baseball background, and I I would go down and watch them play and stuff, and was kind of intrigued about it. And I took the program, and I coached it 13 years. We won, I think it was 370 games there. We averaged close to 30 a year. And left there, actually went 2 years and just went and sold cars and made good money. But I couldn't get out of wanting to coach. And then the geographical situation that I had with my wife working as a nurse, and she didn't want to move. I turned down a few offers, and then the Fort Valley job came open, and it was only 30 minutes more than what I had previously driven to Mount Vernon, Georgia, living in Statesboro. Took that, and we did pretty well at, going from where I took that program to where we finished in that program. The last 2 years was stricken by COVID, but we was on top of the heat for the last couple of years there at Fort Valley. And then in the process of that, the athletic director here called me and asked me would I be interested in coming here. I came down, talked with him, looked at the facilities, and just kind of fell in love with Albany State, which I never had any rivals anyway. My college went belly up due to financial problem. So the only rival I have now, I'm an Alabama fan, so I have Auburn rival.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I believe as I was looking at your information, you had 370 wins at Bruton Parker, but I believe you ended up eclipsing your 400 mark while at Fort Valley. So
yes.
Congratulations on that, and get going. So this is your second season at Albany State. Talk to us a little bit about last year's season and then what you're expecting coming into this year.
Well, last year we had a really good season. The kids bought in early, and we struggled with different things that I wanted to put in and wanted to take out from the previous coach, but that's not anything new. I've did it before. We had a phenomenal year, had some good speed up at the top, and relied a lot on the power, and winded up winning the Eastern Division. And then going into this year, we've still got some people that can hit home runs. We lost Sydney Pettis, which I think she hit 16 last year. That's phenomenal. But we're not going to replace her. We understand that. So, but we're moving in. We've got a lot of speed. We've increased the depth on the bench, and we're looking for good things. It's going to take a little bit to get everything in, and we've been hit by rain. We opened up this weekend. We haven't been on the field in over a week, so it was kind of tough just getting the timing and all down. But I think we'll be okay in the long run.
All right. Okay. Well, you said you won the East last year. You guys, what was your final setup in the tournament? What are you looking for? And is there a player, you can't replace Sydney, as you said, but is there a player that some of us should be looking out for this season?
Yeah, I think a few of them. Katie Ayers is back. She was first team all conference last year. Madison Hurt should have been first all conference when we took the vote. She was number 2 in the country in batting average. Morgan Brown should have been all conference. She was the freshman of the year, but not all conference. Now, I don't know how that works on me. But and then Trista, she was our freshman pitcher that made second team all conference. She's back, and we got Mackenzie Chambly on the mound as well. And then we got Ramona McLeod is going to bat third for us. And Glory Say's back. She's a veteran of the game. She's actually our captain. We're pretty, I think we're a little bit deeper than we were last year. So I'm looking forward to good things. We're trying to get Trista back. She had a knee injury, and she wouldn't release to January the 30th. So she didn't play this past weekend at all. But that's all right. We managed to do pretty good.
All right. Well, Coach, one last thing. We'll give you the last word. Anything you want to say to Golden Ram Nation and the fans out there? How can they reach you guys and all of that good stuff?
Oh yeah, you should have seen. I mean, my AD was he filmed some of the crowd and sent it out on Twitter. You should have seen the crowd that we had to open the season with. It was wall to wall out here. We enjoy the fans. The fans are a big part of us, especially here and then especially on the road. We get a good turnout everywhere we go. We've got a real strong Ram Nation out there, and we sure appreciate all the Ram support.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. Coach Jason Bryan of the Albany State Golden Rams softball team. Coach, we wish you and your young ladies all of the best, and we'll definitely be staying in touch with you over the season to see how things are going with you.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Look forward to it.
All right. We'll be back with our next interview right after this. Everybody, and welcome back to the BCSN Softball Virtual Media Day. Our next team is up and ready to go. We've got Coach Rocky Stinson of Big Blue, Bluefield State Softball. How you doing, Coach?
Good. How are you doing?
Listen, we're doing great, having a great time talking to all the coaches and getting this information. This is so much fun, and we love being able to share all this stuff with everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's that time of year now. It's actually, it kind of hit me in the gut the other day. I was like, man, we open up this weekend.
All right. All right. So, Coach Stinson, tell us a little bit about yourself and your path to Big Blue.
So actually I played collegiate baseball and had an opportunity right out of college. I went into teaching, and then I actually went back to my alma mater and helped a buddy of mine I played with in baseball. And an opportunity came to switch over to softball and coach a female sport. And, you know, I've been up in Kentucky, down in Tennessee. I started a program over at Bryan, and then my last stop was down at Southeastern before I got up here. And it was kind of an opportunity to get, you know, into Division II. And so, you know, applied, went through the process. It was a mid-year setup, so I was a little nervous about that. But, you know, interviews went well, you know, got to learn about where we were heading, the direction we were going. And, you know, we've been checking off since I got here in 21, we've been checking off several boxes with, you know, getting in the CIAA now, and, you know, just under a new president back in 19, things have just kind of been growing. You know, got a new AD the year before. Well, I guess it was a semester before I actually got here. He got the athletic director's job. Coach Price did. And, you know, him and Coach Bailey were part of the administration that brought me in. And then I showed up here actually in January 21, and, you know, got here. Martin Luther King Day was actually my first day on campus. Campus was closed. I showed up and I was like, okay, looked around. I actually came from Florida and showed up with, I think it was 4 inches of snow. So I had 9 players in that first year. So I've been recruiting and teaching, and, you know, just trying to teach my style of softball up here and kind of the things I like to go, and just kind of building up this program from where I inherited.
All righty. So prior to you guys joining the CIAA, you all were independent. So I know one of the challenges is that we kind of talked about a little while ago was the scheduling and how that can be somewhat of a chore. So let's talk briefly about that, because I think that's something a lot of folks just really don't know about.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely. So when you're not in a conference, you're kind of, when the conference schedules are set, you're kind of filling those gaps for all those conference teams. That, you know, unless there's another independent, you're working around a lot of their midweek schedule. Early on, you get some good weekends, but as you push late into like April, you get rainouts and things like that. You never know. Someone's going to have to reschedule a conference game. You can lose games. You know, I think my schedule, when I changed 2 or 3 different times, and we were still on the back end of COVID whenever I got here too. So you'd have a case pop up here, a case pop up there. And man, I felt like the last 2 years, my schedule's just been like a juggling act.
All right.
That's one of the blessings next year, is like, it's going to be set.
Yeah, yeah, you get that full membership in that conference and get it going.
Yes, sir.
All right, so talk to us a little bit about your team last year and then what you're expecting going into this season.
Well, last year we definitely, I brought in my first class last year, and we ended up finishing 5-22, but we definitely had some strong games against other opponents. Like, we definitely were heading in the right direction. Several of those players did come back. I actually have one senior this year, 2 or 3 juniors. Actually, our top player we brought back, Emma Crawford. She actually transferred in last year. She batted .431 last year for us. She's going to be a big part of our program, and had a great summer and fall of recruiting for this 22 class. Ended up bringing in, I think it was 8 freshmen and like 3 transfers. So I'm really excited. We look solid in practice. Lineup is looking good top to bottom. So it should be a good competitive year. The first year, again, you're getting whoever you can schedule when you're independent, and we took some thumps. So we've had a few opponents who have one-sided us, I'd say, but I look forward to some of those I've actually scheduled again with a little deeper roster and a year of maturity, and I think definitely going to see a reverse on how some of last year's final scores and things look. So,
all right. Coach, are there any players that we need to be on the lookout for you on your squad?
So Crawford, again, she had a good year last year. I'm expecting her to repeat with that. I think I brought in a transfer from Western Nebraska. Her name is Bella Kaufman, and she'll be probably leading off for me this year, but she's also a big stick, so she hit in the upper 300s, like 380 last year there. Taylor Henson, she's going to be one of my platooning catchers. She came out of Mineral Area Community College, and she also hit around 365 last year. So, I think as a team, we hit like 248 in the 2022 season, and I think just a couple of those bats added.
College baseball right here on the Black College Sports Network. It's game number 2 of our doubleheader today between Benedict and Morehouse College. It's also game number 2 of this 3-game series. Earlier today, the Tigers came up with a 14-4 victory, thanks in part to 14 runs in the first and second innings. Leading off for Morehouse, that's Elijah Pinckney. And Pinckney, first pitch swinging, flies out into the outfield. Coming up behind Pinckney is the left fielder, Jalen Green, who's at the plate now, followed by the catcher, David Coleman III. And another first pitch swing into the outfield, and that is caught by the left fielder. So 2 pitches and 2 outs for our pitcher for game number 2, Bobby Kelly. Bobby, a 6'1", redshirt freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, already making quick work of the Maroon Tigers. Well, now in the plate, of course, is David Coleman III, the catcher. And there's a first pitch strike for Kelly. We'll set the rest of the lineup for Morehouse shortly. There's a curveball that doesn't quite settle in where Kelly wanted it. And we'll set the infield here. Behind the plate is Taj Bates. There's a first pitch or a breaking ball that finds its way into the dirt. Kelly paints the bottom part of the strike zone for strike two. And now he has a 2-2 count with 2 outs here. Facing the catcher, David Coleman. Ball gets away. Good patience there by Coleman. And there's a strikeout to close the top half of the first. For Bobby Kelly, we go to the bottom of the first. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
Bounty versus the old family dish towel. Drying with a fresh sheet of Bounty leaves your hands cleaner than a used dish towel that can carry and redistribute food residue. So ditch the dish towel for better hand hygiene. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplify Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quickly.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplify Development Services.
Well, we head to the bottom of the first inning, and Brian Fulford and AD Drew here. AD, how are we doing? Are we ready for game number 2 today?
We are ready, willing, and able for game number 2. You know, we got a lot going on in HBCU land this particular weekend. You know, we've got the HBCU All-Star game going on today. We've got baseball and softball on all levels. So just an exciting weekend to be here with you, my brother.
On the rubber for Morehouse is Vincent Latimer. And leading off for Benedict, the center fielder, James Mitchell. Mitchell takes a shot over towards the shortstop side and fielded and first out of the inning. Coming up behind Mitchell will be the right fielder, Jacob Hall. And behind Hall will be the catcher, Taj Bates. Behind the plate and the infield and outfield for Morehouse, as we'll see, is that bunt attempt by Hall, and he's going to end up being safe on a nice bunt attempt by Jacob Hall. First pitch bunt appeared to catch Morehouse off guard. Couldn't quite tell if it was the pitcher or the third baseman who kind of stumbled there trying to pick up that ball, Drew. What were you able to pick up?
Yeah, I'm with you. I couldn't tell who it was, but irregardless of who did it, the play was not made.
So now Taj Bates comes to the plate with a runner and off and going, and there's another stolen base. You know, unofficially, Drew, we would probably guesstimate that Benedict stole almost double digits in bases in game number 1, most of that coming in the first 2 to 3 innings. And they've already gotten off to a quick start. And he's gone to third. Oh, no, check that, actually. Hall actually stayed on second. So David Coleman the second. I'm sorry, go ahead, Drew.
Say 2-ball count here to the batter. Got a lot of options right here if you decide you want to put on a play.
Right. Let me set the infield and outfield as quickly as I can here. You've got the catcher, David Coleman the second there. Over on third base, you've got Alan Brown. The shortstop is Elijah Pinckney. Over on second is Judith Harrison. He didn't play in the first game. And over on first, you've got Lee Hodges III, excuse me. In the outfield for Morehouse, over in left, number 30, James Thorpe. Check that, number 16, Jaden Proper is in left. The center fielder is Joshua Fisher. And the right fielder is James Thorpe. So it's a full count now to Bates. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second. The pitch by Latimer. And it's a bit high, and so I'll put a runner on first. So one out, 2 aboard. Morehouse starting off almost in a similar fashion as they did in game 1. Justin Murray at the plate now. Benedict known to double steal here, so will not be surprised to see the runners on first and second go. There they go. Play to second. And another stolen base. Chalk that up to add 2 more to the total. And we're up to 3 now. What would you say, Drew? Over, under 9.5 stolen bases in this one?
Go with the under, because that means you've got to get on base to steal that many bases, even though they've at, 3 right now?
Latimer was able to knock that ball down as it came right back to him, hold the runners, and then throw it over to first base for a very nice 1-3, and so he's got 2 outs now. As you can see on the replay, the ball wasn't really hit very hard, so it was just a matter of fielding it cleanly and making sure that ball gets over to first, and he threw it a little bit up the line, so Not as easy as it may initially have appeared. Jalen McDuffie standing in the box now for Benedict. McDuffie, the first baseman today. Two balls and one strike. Latimer facing McDuffie. McDuffie, let's see if they call a check swing on that. They do. And so now the count is evened up at 2. Still no outs for Latimer. Pitch is low. Ball 3. Up 3 balls and 2 strikes. McDuffie and inside, ball 4, and so McDuffie walks. That's the second walk of the inning by Latimer. And Isaiah Canty comes to the plate with the bases loaded. He hit a 3-run homer in game number 1 today, so pitch number 2 outside as well. Count is 2-0. I'm sure Canty will show a lot of patience here. Benedict actually had a few walked RBIs in similar situations. There's a strike. All right, so here we go. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Latimer, the pitch to the plate. That ball is lifted foul to the right side, along the right field side. Count is full. Bases are loaded. No outs, though. The pitch to the plate is outside, and there's that walk RBI. And so the first run of the contest comes at the hands of a walk. That is Latimer's 3rd walk of the inning. Jaden Jones comes to the plate. Jones, another big hitter for Benedict. Ooh, and that pitch is very high. High and inside, ball 2. So a quick little meeting at the mound. Two balls, no strikes, bases loaded. High and inside again, ball 3.
And
At
Brian,
this
looks
point,
like Morehouse is starting the same way that they started the previous game.
indeed it does. The 3-0 pitch gets a strike.
That's your mandatory 3-0 strike right there, Brian.
Mandatory.
Yeah, anywhere around the plate, you're going to get that call.
And the unfortunate 3-1 walk comes after it. So another walk RBI comes in. Fourth walk of the inning for Vincent Latimer, the sophomore from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Having a tough go of things here in the first. 2-0 Benedict lead. At the plate now, William Martinez. The 0-2 pitch. Bit of off speed there.
I know you want to waste the pitch, but I don't think that's quite how he wanted to waste that pitch.
Outside
again,
now, the
control
count is 2-2. The 2-2 to Martinez. Swinging, strike 3. And Latimer is able to get Morehouse out of the inning, having only given up 2 runs on a pair of walks. And so Benedict leaves 3 on the base pads. We head to the top of 2. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
There's a shot.
It might be. It could be.
Right field. Grand slam. What a shot. That's how you get hot, young fella.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do, and all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
Back for the top of the second inning. As Bobby Kelly will face James Thorpe, Timothy Whiteman, and check that, James Thorpe, Lee Hodges, and then Jaden Proper. Thorpe looked like he wanted to go after that one, but he checked himself. Fouled off. Caught our spectators there by surprise. Two balls and one strike. Kelly to the plate. And right back up the middle for that single. And so Morehouse gets their first hit of the afternoon. Lee Hodges III, who's also playing first base again today, comes to the plate. Lee takes ball one. Runner's going to second, and he'll slide in safely.
Giving Benedict a taste of their own medicine there, Brian.
Yeah, we haven't seen very many runners stealing bases for Morehouse, so got to take advantage while you can. There's a ball that's hit down into left field. And so there's another single. So back-to-back singles for Morehouse. The left fielder, Jaden Proper, comes to the plate now. Very close to being a strike. Two balls, no strikes. The count to Proper. So Proper jumps out. He's ahead of the count now, 3-0. Caught the outside part of the plate. Counts 3-1 now. Kelly to the plate. That ball driven into the outfield to right. And there's a tag up and run scored on the sacrifice into right field by Proper. Puts Morehouse on the board for the first time very early in today's contest. Judith Harrison, the second baseman, steps to the plate now. First time we've seen him today. As Kelly goes back to first to keep Hodges over there. The 0-1 pitch. Ooh, beautiful off-speed pitch there by Kelly. Caught Harrison staring. Foul ball. Made a little noise over there. 0-2 pitch. High and away. Back to first is with a throw. As Bates tried to see if he could catch Hodges, who was more than a few steps off the base pad. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch driven into left. And that's going to move the runners ahead. So Judith Harrison picks up the single, and now Alan Brown comes to the plate. Third single of the inning here for Morehouse. The 0-2 pitch to Brown. Down and away. The 1-2 pitch inside. Got him swinging for the strike. And that's the second strikeout of the contest. And a beautiful pitch here. Okay. Comes to the plate. First pitch is down in the dirt. Hodges and Harrison stay on second and first, respectively. Fisher's ahead of the count now, 2-0. 2 runners aboard. Outside, ball 3. Kelly having some trouble with his off-speed stuff right now. Trying to find his placement, and in 4 straight pitches, Kelly walked Fisher, and now the bases are loaded. And back to the top of the lineup for Morehouse, Elijah Pinckney. Pinckney flied out to center pretty much on the first pitch of the contest. And now it appears it's Bobby Kelly having a bit of control issues. He's missed on his last 5 pitches. Make that 6 consecutive pitches.
That's a 6-pack, Brian. 6-pack of misses.
Who calls it that, and where do they call that at?
They call it that on the Black College Sports Network.
Well,
7 is heaven. If you're Benedict.
Only if you're a Morehouse. Only if you're a Morehouse hitter. Or why? There's a strike. Well, Bobby Kelly had a good start to the first inning, and then the second inning came, and it's like the wheels fell off. Gave up 3 hits, walked several batters. And now he's no longer in the contest. So coming in relief of Kelly is number 21 there, Miles Blue. Miles, a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina. Another right-hander. Blues' only other appearance this season came in March, where he gave up 2 hits and 2 earned runs in a 1-inning appearance at Lane College back on March the 5th. That pitch gets away from it. Oh, what an amazing play there. And he's called out. So, oh my goodness, Jalen Green has to... Bates does a great job of tagging the... That is a play of the day. And you can can see it here. Watch the glove hand. Good job by Taj Bates to get the out. And that's how the inning comes to an end. So Benedict does a great job of getting out of it. Miles Blue didn't have to do much other than back up the catcher. Let's take a short break, come back with the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city.
So we're in the bottom of the second inning now. After that great play by Taj Bates, and I believe he made that play on Lee Hodges. I might have misspoke when I said he made that play on Jalen Green. So Vincent Latimer now on the mound again for Morehouse, and he's facing Kenyon Connor. Kenyon's playing second today. He actually closed the game out in game number 1 on the mound. And he fouls that pitch off. Full count here to Connor. It's high and ball 4, and so Connor does a good job of laying off that pitch. Our score is tied up at 2 now. Both teams have been victims of their pitchers' propensity to walk more batters than get them out. Off-speed pitch is high by Latimer. There's a bunt up the third base line, foul. So 2 runners aboard here as Connor and Mitchell are on second and first. Jacob Hall and Latimer's pitch is outside. Score's tied up at 2-2. This is game number 2 of today's doubleheader and of the 3-game series. Game 3 will be played tomorrow afternoon. Outside part of the plate, called strike 3. And so that's the first out. Taj Bates comes to the plate with 2 runners aboard and an out. Bates lifts a ball foul out past the right field line. Bates, of course, making the play of the day in the top half of the second inning. From the perspective of a catcher having to go chase down a wild pitch and then having to get back to the plate as the third base runner was coming home. Very fortunate that ball bounced back towards him the way it did and didn't carry him off to the left or right.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, Brian.
Well, in that case, he was both. He was lucky and then was actually pretty good to catch the base runner in the air on the foot. You know, many people might have tried to go towards the torso or head and might have missed completely, but Taj did a good job of fouled off past the left field line. And taking his base on walks is Bates. And so now the bases are loaded for Vincent Latimer as he has a gang of Tigers behind him, and at the plate is Justin Murray. Justin Murray chops it to third base. So a run scores. On that fielder's choice 5-3. But the play gives Benedict a 1-run lead now, 3-2, as Jalen McDuffie comes to the plate with still 2 runners in scoring position. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouled off by McDuffie. The pitch is inside, ball 3. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to the plate. Hit into center field. 1 run in. Second one comes across the plate, and a 2 RBI single for Jalen McDuffie.
Well, Brian, it appears that Benedict did not leave off their hits in the first game there.
No, they did not. So the lead expands to 5-2 now for Benedict here. We're still in the bottom of the second inning. Isaiah Canty. And of course, McDuffie steals second. And that is the Benedict way.
Benedict reminds me of my favorite team growing up, Brian.
Ooh, I wonder who that could be. Could it be a team from out of the Midwest where there might be golden arches?
Yes, but can you figure out which year that I'm talking about?
I'm gonna probably guess the '87 St. Louis Cardinals.
That's a good guess, Brian, but you would be wrong. You're in the right decade, though.
Well, if it's not '87, then it's probably '85, because I know those were 2 years in which the Cardinals did win a title.
Yeah, but you forgot one that they won the title. They only won the league championship. No, they won the National League in '87 and '85.
That's right. That's right.
It was 82. We won the series. In '82, we won the series.
Right. I knew it was 82 and '85 that you guys won. If I'm correct, right? Yeah.
82 we won, 85, 85. No, 82 we won, 85, 87 we went.
No, that's right. Because you lost to Kansas City.
Lost to the
85.
Royals in '85.
Lost
to the Twins in '87. Defeated the Brewers in '82.
And wasn't there a flirtation in '89? Didn't you go in '89 as well?
They got, but no, they didn't get to the playoffs then. They didn't get back to the playoffs after the '87 team until until they hired Tony La Russa.
There's a ball that's hit into left field. Quickly coming around third, all the way towards home is Canty. Check that. That was Murray. So Canty with the double, with the 2 RBI, or with the RBI double. And all of my statistical math is off. It was McDuffie who came around to score. So I figure if I throw enough names out there, I'll get one of them right.
You only got a 1 in 9 chance, Brian.
Hey, so baseball, the game of low percentages that are actually good.
Yes, sir. You got it correct.
Jaden Jones at the plate for Benedict. They keeping this going here. 4-run inning. 2 outs here. He's going to third. And the throw is not in the right spot. So another stolen base for Benedict. What did we say the over-under was? 9.5? I'm counting about 5 right now, Drew.
You may have me on that one there, Brian.
There's a ball that's lifted into the outfield. Center fielder comes over to make the out. And so, leaving just 1 runner on, Benedict does still get 4 home and grows their lead to 6-2. And we head to the top of third. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em! It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
Miles Blue on the bump for Benedict. And his first pitch is a strike to the DH for today. That's Jalen Green. And there's a ball that's pulled into right or right center, and that'll be a single for Green. David Coleman II will come to the plate now. Interesting delivery there by Blue. Let's see if he continues that, Drew, with that here in the stretch, with that left leg that kind of just hangs there. No, it does not, as he has to deliver that.
The leg may not have hung, but the ball sure did.
Good reaction by Coleman to duck. Runners going to second. The throw, he's safe. That was probably one of the better throws that we've seen. The pitch to the plate. Pulled into left field, a single. Coming around third is Green. And there's a RBI double. And Morehouse cuts into the deficit. So I'm not sure if we've got a meeting happening. It looks like we might have a meeting there. Yeah, we might be making a pitching change, possibly. Or it could be just a few words of encouragement. No, it is a pitching change that happened. So we'll try to make sense and heads and tails of who the new pitcher is. Hard to pick that up from the particular angle that we've got, but we'll know in just a moment as Benedict moves to a left-handed pitcher. The pitcher on the rubber for Benedict is going to be number 7, Dwayne Moore. Dwayne is a 6'2 sophomore from Orlando. Plays pitcher and outfield.
Not uncommon, Brian, that you find two-way players.
No, not at all. But if you've noticed, Drew, I have mentioned a lot of sophomores and redshirt freshmen. This is a very young Benedict squad. As I look through their roster, I see maybe, let's see, I see a grad transfer, a junior. So very few upperclassmen, mostly second year. And so Coach Selwyn Young, look, I mean, this is a Benedict squad that, even though right now their record overall is only 8-11, this is a team that I'm going to predict, with some consistency here from the group that's there, they will be in play for an SIC title in the next 2 seasons, over the next 2 seasons, I should say.
Go ahead and say in the hunt. That's the word we like to use here at the BCSN.
It is. Speaking of in the hunt, a little bit later this evening after this broadcast, and is that a home run? It is a home run by James Thorpe. Couldn't quite hear the crack of the bat, I should say the ping of the bat, but it's a 2-run home run, a 2 RBI home run, a better way of saying that. And so it's now 6-5.
I think you said it right. It's a 2-run homer. And that, Morehouse is coming out to make this game competitive, Brian. Brian, did you take the over in both of these games? Because Benedict pretty much gave you the over by themselves in the first game, but these two are combining for the over in this second game.
I have no idea what type of starting line you might have started. Maybe say over and under 9, maybe, or 9.5 is what you may have started with. So Lee Hodges III is at the plate here. And so Dwayne Moore with a unfortunate start to his day. And there's a ball that's hit. Third baseman comes in and scoops it up. And that pitch is high and off the line, and so Hodges will be safe. I believe that was the third baseman, or was that the shortstop who caught that? It was a bit of a challenge to make that out. Well, regardless, we're going to call it possibly an E, maybe an E6, and that'll bring Jaden Proper to the plate.
Well, Brian, you said we were talking about the over and under. Just going off of ERA, Benedict's team ERA is 10.69 compared to Morehouse's team ERA at 6.41. So that's 17 runs, Brian.
Yikes.
And notice that's the earned runs.
Oh, and there.
That's not.
Proper's bunt attempt, his bunt attempt ended up hanging in the air a little longer than he wanted to, and so Bates was able to snag it, so ends up being a pop out, foul. And so it looks like we've got a substitution or a pinch hitter now for Morehouse. That's going to be number 23, Dexter Redding. Redding, a junior from Atlanta. He will pinch hit for Judith Harrison.
All right, so let me find the shot.
And so his hit is going to be in the foul territory. Unable to be caught there.
You sure? That's perfect? Perfect. All right. Right there? All right. All right.
Six to 5 is our score. Moore's pitch to the plate. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. And Bates almost had it. Two balls and two strikes. Redding lifts it in the left field. Runner coming all the way around third. Sliding into home to tie the ball game up at 6 is Hodges, and there's a pinch hit double. Is that gonna bring the end of the day for Moore? It does. Well, not a long run by Moore. Let's step away for a short moment as we've got a pitching change happening. You're watching Benedict Baseball right here on the Black College Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
Quentin Watts appears to be our new pitcher on the mound for the Benedict Tigers. Watts comes in with a 9 ERA. He's 1-1 on the season, has had 5 appearances, 1 start. He's pitched 11 innings, has given up 11 hits and 11 runs in those 11 innings. All 11 of those runs have been earned. And Brian, he loves the number 11 because he's also walked 11 players on the season and has had 6 Ks on the season. Interesting line there. As he comes in and tries to stop the bleeding. First pitch is taken for a ball. Next one is ball 2. Mr. Brown is a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count as Brown looks to add to the lead with a runner in scoring position. Sitting on second base is Dexter Redding. Next pitch is low. Catcher drops it. It's not far enough for the runner to advance. Ball 3. And he draws the 1-out walk. Coming to the plate is Joshua Fisher. for Morehouse. First offering the pitch is fouled off for strike one. That one gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Runners have to hold. That was taken for a call, strike two. Curveball stays outside for ball three. Payoff pitch. Swing at a miss. He struck a bound. Throw down. First, and he is safe. Back to the top of the lineup for Morehouse. Elijah Pinckney steps into the box. That one gets away from the catcher. That's going to allow both runners to move up one base. So now you have second and third with two outs. There's a shot right there to deep center field, and that's going to retire the side. After 2.5 complete, we are all tied at 6. We'll be right back here on the Black College Sports Network.
Bounty versus the old family dish towel. Drying with a fresh sheet of Bounty leaves your hands cleaner than a used dish towel that can carry and redistribute food residue. So ditch the dish towel for better hand hygiene. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplify Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quickly.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplify Development Services.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless. Pick something we all like.
Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
There's a shot.
As we get to the bottom of the third inning, I want to remind everyone that Spring Sports Championships for the SIAC will be held live. Will be able to be viewed live on the Black College Sports Network, beginning with the track championships at Morehouse College, Edward Moses Stadium. That will be April 28th and 29th, followed by the softball championships that will be May 1 through 4, held in Albany, Georgia, and also the baseball championships, SIAC baseball championships, will be held in Albany, Georgia, beginning May 4th through 7th, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network. Tell a friend. We are the home of HBCU sports as we celebrate our silver anniversary. That's 25, you guys. And then, correct, at BT Harvey Stadium and Edwin Moses track for the SIAC track championships. That first pitch is taken for a strike. Martinez is in the box for Benedict. That one's outside for ball 2. Next pitch to William Martinez, and there's a shot into center field. And Martinez is going to round the second, and he's heading for third. And he slides into third base safely. Martinez with the lead off triple here in the bottom of the third. And for Martinez, that is his third triple on the season. Pitch taken outside for ball 1. To keep Kenyon Connor. Next one is also a ball. 2 balls to Kenyon Connor as he tries to extend this Benedict lead. Ooh, that one's gonna hurt. Right in the small of the back to Connor. Kelly gets ready to step to the plate. This is an ideal bunt situation for the Benedict Tigers. First pitch is a ball. That one's high and outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike as you count. And there's the bunt. Fouled away. That was inside ball 3. Ball does not get far enough away. And that ball is going to be grounded back first. Throws to second over to first. And he is safe at first base. Able to get the force out at second base for the Maroon Tigers. 1-6 if you're scoring that at home. Back to the top of the lineup for the Benedict Tigers. And another steal for Benedict. Jamel Mitchell is now at bat for Benedict. Took that first pitch for the strike to allow his teammate to scoot over. Looks like we've got a hit by pitch. This game we've got first and second. Pickoff attempt at second, and that ball gets past the shortstop, but it's past the second baseman, but it's not far enough for the runner to advance. Got a steal and throws behind to the runner at second. And he is safe. Normally on first and second, you see the catcher throw down to third base to try to get the lead runner. But in this case, the Morehouse catcher decided to throw behind and try to get the trail runner. As a lot of times the trail runner is not running as hard as the lead runner, but he was unsuccessful in that attempt. Bates your batter here, Taj Bates for the Maroon Tigers. Full count. And check it. That was a full count. And that's outside for ball 4. Swing foul right there for strike 1. That was fouled away for strike 2. Oh, 2. Here's the offering. And we got another HBP. While they have a pitching change, we are going to take a pause for the cause. Bases loaded here at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Benedict Tigers lead the Morehouse Tigers 8-6. We'll be right back after these brief minutes. But it looks like we're going to actually stay here. Thought we were going to be going to a break. Once again, want to tell you about the Spring Sports Championships that are going to be happening right here on the Black College Sports Network. Once again, that's April 28th, 29th at B.T. Harvey Stadium at the Edward Moses track on the campus of Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. Also in Albany, Georgia. Softball championships, May 1-4. Baseball championships, May 4 through 7. All exclusively right here on the Black College Sports Network. Follow your SIAC teams in action as they compete for the 2023 Spring Championships. Coming to the mound for the Morehouse Maroon Tigers is number 14, Brian Uruguay. Uruguay, the left-hander, 5.14 ERA. Has no wins or losses on the season. Has had 5 appearances. That one is fouled off there for strike 1. Is pitched in 7 innings. 9 with only 1 K on the season. Swing straight through that one for strike 2. Jericho desperately needs a strikeout or a ground ball for a double play right here to get Morehouse out of this jam. One ball, 2 strikes. That was fouled off. Got a 2-2 count. And there's a shot. And that's fouled. Not quite inside the bag there at third base. Jericho doesn't like that baseball. Ask for a new one. We're full. Let's see if the runners take off. They do not. And there's ball 4.
AD, you know, I'm going to have that song that Benedict plays when a run scores in my head for the next week. I just want you to know that.
So you got to pump it up, huh?
I might just have to start waking up to that every morning now.
Is that going to be your new ringtone?
I won't go that far, but it depends on how many more runs get scored by Benedict in this game between the last one and this one. Especially if it's on walks.
Yeah. Benedict put up 14 in the first game. Put up 9 here in this one.
But what's sort of hypnotizing about this one, Drew, is that they're not scoring multiple runs. This is like one run after one run after one run, and so the music just plays for every time there is a run or runners. So when you don't have multiple runners, you just hear the song repetitively. So it's in my head.
In other words,
now.
They are nickel and diming you to death, Brian.
They are nickel and diming me to death with this song. I love it. I love it though. I just know I'm gonna have nightmares or dreams of this song in my head as I'm, sometime tonight. Just prepared for it.
Well, Brian, you could dream of a lot worse than this song. That's all I'm gonna say.
Amen.
And that shot is popped up to left field. Is it fair? No. It's gonna drift foul and out of play.
Drew, it's amazing to think that we're just here in the bottom of the third.
Don't remind me, my brother.
I'm sorry. It feels like we should be somewhere in the, I don't know, sixth inning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another one coming. I told you, Drew, every time.
I wonder who the DJ is and who paid him to play that song.
Well, you know. It's genius, I'll say that much, if nothing else. You found a song that's hypnotic enough.
It's hypnotic, all right. And that's another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Almost make me wonder, Brian, how much more pitching does Morehouse have to spend for today? Because they still have another game tomorrow. And there's your customary 3-0 strike, Brian.
Well, you know what follows.
If that's ball one, if that pitch is on no count, that's probably ball one.
Well, you know what's coming on the 3-1. The obligatory walk. I thought you would have caught on. I told you about the 3-1 walk. Just as much as you talked about the obligatory 3-0 strike, I told you the 3-1 walk was coming. If I counted the number of times that has happened today, I'd be a rich man.
Yeah,
it's like being at the roulette.
One chance.
Say again.
Umpire says, "I'm gonna give you one, but I'm not gonna give you two."
Yeah, at this point, the umpire's got to step in and say, if you go out there, you better be making a change, coach, because,
Yeah, definitely.
And he is making a change, so that was quick. I mean, but again, if your pitchers aren't throwing strikes, I mean, you're just kind of, you can't leave them out there. I mean, that's got to be a very frustrating situation for Morehouse to be in. Well, we'll wait to see who the new pitcher of record will be.
Looks like that is Cameron Solomon, Brian. Solomon comes in with a 3.09. Yeah. Solomon comes in with a 3.09 ERA. Has no record on the season. 5 appearances, 11.2 innings pitched. He's given up 11 hits, 5 runs. 4 of those 5 have been earned. Has walked 8 and struck out 12.
Have they gone all the way through the lineup? I believe they have. This is
I believe they have.
Yeah, this is Martinez, I believe. No, check that. This is Connor, so yeah. So they definitely have gone through the entire lineup here in this bottom of the third.
And there's a shot right there. And Brian, it has finally come to an end.
Wow.
After three complete. Benedict 11, Morehouse 6. You're watching Benedict College Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
There's a shot. It might be. It could be. Right field. Grand slam. What a shot. That's how you get hot, young fella.
Thank you, guys, for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do, and all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never, ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
Well, Quentin Watts is still on the mound for Benedict. He has picked up a 5-run cushion since his last appearance up there. And now he'll face the DH Jalen Green. First pitch low, ball 1. Second pitch, low, ball 2. Foul ball. Oh, that ball dropped. And hung in the air a little too long for Benedict, and so Green will reach. How would we rule that there, Drew? I always love to come to you as the statistician of record in situations like that.
Question is, did the fielder touch the ball?
Well,
and the reason I ask that is because I just had a situation that I scored in the game about 2 days ago on very similar, where the outfielder took a bad angle to the ball, but the outfielder never touched the ball. And because the outfielder never touched the ball, it got ruled an inside the park home run, i.e. the Little League home run, instead of a single and a 3-base error.
Gotcha.
And as a matter of fact, Brian, on that play that I was talking about in the game I was at, it was an inside the park grand slam.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay. There's a ball that's be a 2-run homer there. Well, no, check that. That was a fly out into right center field. But it does bring a run in. So to sacrifice RBI. James Thorpe comes to the plate. So I missed what just happened there.
If you didn't get it, I definitely didn't get it there, Brian.
Well, we end up with a runner on first. That's Thorpe. Lee Hodges the third. comes to the plate. One out here in the top of the fourth. Still can't believe it's just the top of the fourth, as we have had 18 runs in this contest.
18 the hard way, Brian.
Yes, definitely. The last game we had 18, but it was a little more enjoyable. There's a ball that's popped up. And that ball dropped. All right, so we have 2 outs. Jaden Proper comes to the plate for Morehouse. He lifts the ball towards left. And it's caught. And that's going to put an end to the inning. So Morehouse gets one across, but they leave a runner stranded. And they cut their deficit to 4. 11-7 is our score. Benedict's coming up in the bottom of 4. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em! It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, clean bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Thank you.
The Black College Sports Network will be home to the SIAC championships in track and field, baseball, and softball. We look forward to bringing you exclusive coverage of the Cricket 2023 track and field, baseball, and softball championships coming up at the end of this month. Top of the lineup here for Benedict as James Mitchell steps in the batter's box. There's a ball that's grounded out to the pitcher, and he'll make the play over to first. Well, check that. He was not able to make that play. So Mitchell finds his way over to first as he beats out the throw. And now Jacob Hall comes to the plate. And be expecting for Mitchell to run. That's what he's done every other time that he has gotten on base. And there he goes. Ball's low in the dirt, and unfortunately, that you've got to be communicating that. It's like, just give me a strike. I know the catcher has got to be telling his pitcher, look, just don't throw it in the dirt. Give me a strike because Mitchell is running. And what does the first pitch do? Hit the dirt.
In the dirt.
Hall showing bunt, pulls back, but that's a strike, though. Counts even at 1. And I won't be surprised if Mitchell decides to steal for third here as well. As that's
Why
just
not,
what he
man?
does. Why not?
Why not?
There's a bunt up the third base line. That's a beautiful placed bunt. Great job there by Hall. And now runners are on the corners.
Brian, there's no team in HBCU baseball that plays small ball better than Benedict.
Ooh, that's high praise there, Drew.
Can you think of one, Brian?
I'm biased after what I've seen today. I'll be honest. I am very biased after what we have seen today.
The only other team, it may be UAPB, who steals bases at a clip, but not at this clip, Brian. And maybe part of that is due to the level in which they play on the Division I level. But this is old school Negro League baseball.
It definitely makes you want to go back and look in the statistics and double check for what school, what team is leading not only their conference but maybe even the nation in stolen bases.
Well, maybe we'll have the answer by the time we do the sports wrap this evening, Brian.
Speaking of which, Sports Wrap, the BCSN Sports Wrap, featuring myself and AD Drew, will probably be starting around 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
If
we're lucky. The fact that it's guest, if we're lucky, right? Given the fact that it's guest or its hosts are actually in the middle of calling a baseball game, so we'll see what happens, right?
Of course. Think we can make it back to the home studios in time, Brian, or we're going to have to do it from the road? There's a shot.
There's a 3-run homer.
And that one is gone.
Taj Bates with the second home run of the day for Benedict. This too, a 3-run RBI.
Well, Brian, looks like Benedict is trying their best to go ahead and run rule this game, so maybe we can get out and have some time before the show. But I think Morehouse is still going to put up a good fight.
Benedict's up by a touchdown right now, 14-7 over Morehouse.
It sounds like we've said this at some point in time before in Columbia, South Carolina. There's another shot. That one is gone also.
Drew,
when
nobody moves and everybody just turns their head, that's how you know it's gone. Not a single Morehouse Maroon Tiger moved after that ball was hit by Murray.
Except the pitcher, Brian. When the pitcher puts his head down, he knows that he hung one.
Pump it up. Justin Murray with a home run, and it's 15-7 now.
Brian, what was that question that you just asked me?
Oh, no telling.
About the stolen bases.
Oh, over under 9 or how many? One of the two?
How many? Who's leading the nation in stolen bases?
Yes, I think that was it. Yes.
Yeah, take a wild guess, Brian.
Would it be Benedict?
As of Friday, coming into this weekend, Benedict was over. Check this, Brian. Number 2 in the nation in stolen bases is Spring Hill, who's also in the SIAC. Benedict came in with 113. They've definitely added to that total today. Spring Hill came into the weekend with 109.
Really?
Yes. Also in the top 25 out of the SIAC, Brian, is Miles College with 65 steals. Benedict coming into this weekend had 113 steals in 126 attempts, Brian. Now, can I give you the asterisk, Brian?
Yes, I'd love to hear the asterisk. As that, hold on, before you add
play
the
out.
asterisk. That's Canty with a double.
Now, back to the asterisk, Brian. Benedict leads the nations in steals with the fewest amount of games played of anybody in the top 50. Benedict has played 19 games. Number 2, Spring Hill, has played 29 games.
Well, that's pretty impressive given all things considered.
Very much. That was off the end of the bat. But it is
Another
good
run
enough for a
comes out
single.
and scores. As Jaden Jones William Martinez coming to the plate now. And we might have a pitching change. No, we don't. I never know. Oh, we might have a pinch hitter here for Martinez. We'll try to see who that is. Still only one out. That ball's popped in the air. Well, that's the second out of the inning. Kenyon Connor and the ball gets away. The third baseman probably going to be credited with an error as he was unable to cleanly get that over to first, and Connor and so now runners are on the corner. Right back to the top of the lineup we go. 3 balls and no strikes now to Mitchell. Well, the bases are loaded as Mitchell managed to reach base, and Hall comes back up. This is the second time in this inning for Jacob Hall. But it will come after a pitching change. Let's step away for a moment and await the new pitcher of record for Morehouse. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
So the new pitcher for Morehouse is Dominic Davis. Davis is a freshman. It's about the best I can tell you, according to the information that I have. He's now the 5th Morehouse pitcher in this contest. Drew, you can never have enough arms. And Morehouse gets out of the inning, but not before surrendering 5 more runs. Benedict with a 16-7 lead here. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Yes, that's right. The top of the 5th inning. You're watching Benedict Baseball right here on the Black College Sports Network.
Bounty versus the old family dish towel. Drying with a fresh sheet of Bounty leaves your hands cleaner than a used dish towel that can carry and redistribute food residue. So ditch the dish towel for better hand hygiene. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplified Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quickly.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplified Development Services.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the BX massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you. All of you.
There's a shot. To right. It could be. Right field. Grand slam. What a shot. That's how you get hot, young fella.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do, and all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
So, top of the fifth inning here. And Dexter Redding comes to the plate here for Morehouse. Quentin Watts, still the pitcher of record right now. Oh! There's a ball that's lifted into center field. Apologies for that, Drew.
Got to stop watching all this stuff on the phone while you're supposed to be doing play-by-play, Brian.
No comment. So Redding is on second. Alan Brown at the plate.
Yeah, but that's a strike. That's exactly.
That one's high and outside. Brings us to a full count. Check that. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Throwing away for ball 3. That one's fouled off. Next pitch, take it outside for ball 2. The 3-0 offering. There's a customary 3-0 strike. That was in the dirt for ball 4. And if you're Benedict right here, all you want to do is throw strikes. You've got a 9-run lead. Throw strikes, let your hitters come back up to bat so that you could possibly put on a couple additional runs. Hall is at the plate for for Morehouse, as we have a lefty on lefty matchup here. And that's a field. And Morehouse is able to play a run on the sacrifice fly to left field. Fouled off. 2 balls, 1 strike is your count. That was in the dirt. Throw down to first. And that's going to retire the side. Heading to the bottom of the 5th. Benedict still has the lead. You're watching Benedict Tiger Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
For 200 years.
We are heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. Benedict tries to play a couple of more runners so that they could get this game over with the 9-run lead here in the 5th. That was high for ball 3. Try batter. Rio strike call. Ball 4. That pitch is taken for ball one. Throw over. Not in time. A ball, 2 strikes is your count. Another throw over. Outside, ball 3. Got a full count. It's Benedict, so would not be surprised if he is running. Runner goes. Doesn't matter. It's ball 4. That one gets by the catcher. Runners will advance to second and third base. Got a 2-ball count, and we got a hit batter, so we've got time. That loads them up. Outside, no one away, ball 2. Check that. First pitch was called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's shot down to third base. Check that. That's in the left field. 1 run is scored. And Benedict has what they have been fighting for in this game. A 10-run lead right now. But they would have to hold it for another 2 at-bats of Morehouse. Question is, can they add to it now and subsequently hold it? That one's inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. It should count. First pitch, take it outside for a strike. That was fouled back. 0-2. Waste that pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It should count. Got a 2 ball, 2 strike count to our batter. That's a shot. And that's going to plate another run on the sacrifice fly. Benedict continues to pile on the insurance runs. 12 runs overall, 2 extras when it comes to the run rule. Oh, watch out. That pitch is a strike. Benedict still running. That pitch called strike. We've got 2 outs here. Pitch taken inside for ball 1. Another one inside. 2 balls. That was fouled away and going to be out of play. Fouls that one again. And there's a shot right there. That's going to play a couple more runs for Benedict.
Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em! It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes.
Well, we head to the top of the 6th inning. Benedict leading by 2 touchdowns over Morehouse, 21-7. Kenyon
So
Connor.
Brian, if Morehouse scores right here in this half inning, do they go for 2 or do they go for 1?
At this point, I would say go for 2, Coach. Go for 2. James Thorpe is at the plate. And again, folks, this is just game number 2 of this series. Game 3 will be played tomorrow afternoon. Benedict looking to improve to 10 and 11 after today. Very well could be looking at an even 11 and 11 record should they be able to pull off the series sweep tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock right here at Tiger Field. And then Benedict will travel west to Atlanta for a 3-game series against Clark, Atlanta. Playing a doubleheader on Friday and then a Saturday afternoon finale. Morehouse entered the weekend series 13-11-1 overall, 11-9 in conference play. We're coming into this contest with a 6-game winning streak after having won, or I should say after having swept their last 2 series. A series last weekend against Clark, and then the weekend before against Lemoyne-Owen. This output today by Benedict is the largest output put up against Morehouse this season, 21 runs.
Hey, that's how to play, JD.
Baseball can be a funny sport sometimes. You have games like this, and they're just indescribable. Well, Connor made an effort. He just, ball got lost in the air, and he was unable to come up with that cleanly. The count is at 2. And there's a ball hit up the middle into center field. So Thorpe will take first. At the plate now, Jaden Proper. And check that. That is Hodges who had singled up the middle. So it's Thorpe on second. Hodges on first, Proper called out there, or hit and flied out to the outfield. And so with 1 out and 2 aboard, Dexter Redding will come to the plate. That pitch is inside and high. Ball 1. And Connor able to get that ball over for a strike. So now 3-1. And let's see if Connor can avoid the 3-1 walk. And no, he does not. He sends Redding to first. Again, I'd be a rich man if I made a play on every 3-1 pitch I've seen today. Alan Brown comes to the plate with the bases loaded for Morehouse, down 2 touchdowns. Looking to build a little confidence. There is a game 3 tomorrow. Good pitch, high and inside by Connor. Kenyon Connor, who started today out on second base. That pitch is down in the dirt. Ball 1. It's a ball that's lifted into the right field corner. It's going to fall. 1 run coming around for Morehouse. Second one coming to the plate. And Redding holds up at third. So Morehouse puts 2 on the board here. Donye Smith at the plate now here for Morehouse. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Kenyon Connor with 2 aboard. Pitch to the plate, outside, ball 3. So with a full count and an open base, interesting matchup here. Connors pitch to the plate, and that ball is lifted. Looks like it's going to be foul. There's a ball lined towards the third base, actually to the shortstop. A run scores. Shortstop, it appears, wasn't able to cleanly get the base runner out. Now over to third.
Well, Brian, seems like while I was gone, Morehouse got a field goal.
They did. 21 to 10. Unbelievable. 31 runs scored in this contest. I might have to go look through. Is this an SIAC record that we're seeing today among 2 teams?
Brian, I can tell you from having been at some SIAC games.
No. Wow, that's a scary thought. That's scary.
Yes, having witnessed some
There's
SIAC
a ball that's
baseball.
driven in. So there's a sacrifice RBI there. And now it's a 10-run game. As Jalen Green comes to the plate. Two balls and 1 strike to Green. Connor puts that one in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 3 balls and 1 strike, correction. And I won't say what's coming next. What if I had $1? Oh, check that. If I had $10 for every time I've said it today, I'd be a rich man, as the 3-1 yields a walk. I don't know. Obviously, we're not working off any live stats, Drew, but unofficially, I think that might be the 10th walk on a 3-1 pitch among both teams. I mean, really, this is a game that I don't know how. God bless these managers. I'm telling you, these coaches. I mean, because I would be going nuts. I might have lost a few hairs and would be definitely in a few more grays right now. So, man. Well, we got another pitching change coming for Benedict. Let's take a break. Not at all, but we'll step away for a moment and come back with the new pitcher of record. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
Well, pitching now for Benedict is number 45, Jaden Jones. So we have moved to that point of the game, AD, where positional players, well, actually, I should say Jones,
two-way,
who was serving as a DH. Well, yeah, he was a DH. So I guess, I don't know. I guess that still makes you a two-way player. But we moved to that part of the game where we're now going to the two-way players and just asking them to throw strikes as best as they can. Don't try to be too fancy with it. That's what he did. I'm going to close my eyes now with the count being 3-1, and I'm not going to say anything.
Hey, put it in play, Brian.
He did. But more importantly, Benedict gets out of the inning. So, hey, see what happens when I don't say anything? We get out of the inning. So, good job by Benedict. Good job by Mr. Jones. And we head to the bottom of the sixth. Benedict leading by 10, 21-11. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
Bounty versus the old family dish towel. Drying with a fresh sheet of Bounty leaves your hands cleaner than a used dish towel that can carry and redistribute food residue. So ditch the dish towel for better hand hygiene. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplified Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quickly.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplified Development Services.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you. All of you.
So Morehouse will lead off the bottom of the sixth. All right, check that. Benedict will lead off the bottom of the sixth inning. But more interesting, Morehouse comes to the plate or to the field with Jamie Lawrence on the mound. Lawrence was the starting pitcher of Game 1 earlier today. And he comes in throwing strikes, which is a positive compared to his previous appearance. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off down the first base line.
Oh, that's good. I forgot we had a coach right there. Yo, it's 12.
That one's a bit high. Amarian Watson, the sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, is at the plate for Benedict. Now with a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if he can get a hit. And better yet, he decides to take a walk as that pitch was a bit high. So Watson will take a base. And first pitch by Lawrence is away, ball 1. Trying to steal second. He might be out of there. He is. Well, what do you know? It's been a long time since we've seen a Benedict base runner picked off, but good throw there by David Coleman to pick off Watson. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that ball is in the dirt by Lawrence. The full count is low, and another Benedict Tiger will take a base. Justin Murray comes to the plate now with 1 out and a runner aboard. Bottom of the 6th inning. This very well could be the last inning at the plate for Benedict.
Well, if you're a Tiger, you're definitely hoping so.
One over the first for 2, and they turn to double play. So Morehouse gets out of the inning with a double play, good old 6-4-3. And we go to the top of the 7th. Benedict needing 3 outs to finish up today with a sweep over the Maroon Tigers. You're watching Benedict Baseball right here on the Black College Sports Network.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never, ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Well, we are in the top of the 7th. I promise it's not the 8th, although it feels like the 8th. Feels like the 8th inning, but we promise it's just the 7th. Benedict with a...
Felt like the 8th inning about 3 innings ago, Brian.
The way you came out of that break felt like it was the 8th inning.
Gotta have fun with this, Brian. We got to have fun.
Almost like you know, one of those days when you've been sitting in the couch and you're tired and you kind of struggle to get out of the couch. You just kind of just roll over onto the floor. Yeah, that's kind of how this one is. The true warriors are the folks that are in attendance, especially those folks behind home plate. I don't see much concession stand food snacking and munching going on there. Now, unless those aren't real people and they're just kind of cardboard cutouts, and those people have hung in there for
do they still do those, Brian?
Today. Do what? The cardboard cutouts?
Yes.
I don't know. They do, and there's an opening, a walk there by Jaden Jones.
Not
so
what we
the
need
walk
right
bug
now.
has hit Jones. No, not at all. Not at all. So It's a game about throwing strikes. That's what this baseball game has become. Just throwing strikes. And it just goes to prove that's not very easy, Drew. No matter, well, don't let anybody fool you. Baseball might be one of the hardest. Throwing a baseball across a plate in a strike zone might be one of the hardest things to do. There's a shot that's hit down the left field line by Hodges, and that's going to be a double. So Morehouse is not ready to go, not ready to end this one. They're fighting. They put their first two batters are at plate. Oh, we might have another pitching change, Drew. Cue the music. And that's going to be the end for Jones. So let's take a break and figure out who the next batter is that's going to try to get us out of this inning so we can go home. We'll find out on the other side. You're watching Benedict Baseball on the Black College Sports Network.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em! It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training.
Well, on the mound right now for Benedict, Gerson Vidal Cordero. Nasty little off-speed pitch there. A little motion to it. The young man is a sophomore from Christiansted, Virgin Islands. Went to St. Croix Central High School. St. Croix. Is it St. Croix or St. Croix?
St. Croix.
St. Croix. Thank you.
St. Croix.
Obviously, you can tell I've never been there. I hear it's beautiful, though. And there's a ball that's lifted into the outfield. Right fielder comes along, makes the catch, runner tags, and gets home. Oh, man. Well, we will be seeing Benedict. Yeah, we'll sit through another half as Benedict will definitely be coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning as the sacrifice brings in a run. 21-12 is their score. Dexter Redding is at the plate here for Morehouse. This is the 7th pitcher of the day for Benedict. And I've lost count on Morehouse's side, to be honest. There's a little movement on that ball. It's lifted up into left center. And it's caught. They were able to keep the runner at third. So we got 2 away now. Runner stays at third. So count is 2-0 now. Cordero low and inside. Ball 3. Ball hit up to the middle. Shortstop comes over. Actually finds its way into left field. Another run scores. It's 21-13 now. Cordero, the ball bug has hit him now, and he's struggling to get the ball over the plate, as now the count is 3-0. And we have a 3-1 count with 2 outs. Insert your own jokes here, folks. Hey, there's a swinging strike, and now it takes us to a full count. Haven't seen many of those off of 3-1. All right, 3-2, 2 outs. Cordero to the plate. Got him swinging, and we get out of the inning. Let's take one more good look at that 3-2 pitch. Beautiful pitch there by Cordero. And that actually is the end. So the game ends in the 7th. And Benedict with a final score of 21-13. And what a day, what a game it has been, as Benedict gets 2. The first game they won 14-4. And this second one, 21-3. Well, Drew, I won't ask you for too many comments, and just say I will see you shortly, as Drew and I will be. Say again.
I said we got a sports rap show to go do.
Yeah, that's what I was about to promo. So if you want to join us, we'll probably get started at about 7:30. And the BCSN Sports Wrap will be on the Black College Sports Network. AD, Drew, and I will talk about all things over the past week, HBCU sports, give you the latest HBCU baseball and softball top 5 rankings, as well as a little basketball talk as well. And some spring football happened over the weekend, so we might even talk about that as well. So you're more than welcome to come join us on youtube.com right here /MyJBN1. You can also find us on Facebook at MyBCSN1, also at BCSN Sports Wrap. So that's going to do it for today. We want to thank our broadcast team for bringing you this action. Congratulations to Benedict on getting 2. Game 3 of the series is tomorrow afternoon. Let's see if the Tigers can get a sweep over the Maroon Tigers tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock at Tiger Field. That's going to do it for AD Drew. I'm Brian Fulford. You've been watching Benedict College Baseball on the Black